Okay, so far so good. Not so good. Brief intermission. It is cold out this morning and it is time to get to work. So let's do it, guys. Okay, much better. Now we got some light in here. Time to get some heat. We need to do some electrical soon too, because that's just not gonna cut it. So we're gonna run conduit, hang everything up, make this look beautiful in here, get it all wired up. The power company is supposed to be out in 2 to 3 weeks to get power turned on to the building. Very excited. They got to bury a cable, set another transformer, but we're getting so close. And man, look at how the walls turned out. That is awesome. Super sharp looking, very happy, ready to go. Okay, so our system is going to be, I'm going to be on the man lift, going up, setting boxes, and marking out conduit. Alan will be making cuts. And he is down here building boxes and receptacles, setting up outlets. Alright, things are going good this morning. Our super great man lift. It disappointed the first time we tried to run it, and Alan has noticed that that is a water droplet running out of the control handle for our lifts. Okay, so water in that is bad. Next step is going to be fixing that. Okay, still have water running out of this thing, but I got all my screws loose. We can take the top cover off and see what we have here. This little rubber membrane. It's tough to do with one hand. Oh my. I don't know where that all came from, but that's not good. Opening this up, it's not happy in here. There's been moisture in here for quite some time apparently. I'm gonna see if we can take this switch off and clean up the contacts, dry everything out, possibly look at redoing the wires in this cable. And then it sometimes kind of sparks and such a little bit down here. Typically it's out of this box, so I think we can go ahead and do some electrical overhaul on this today. Oh, yeah. Just all of that's happening in there. Okay, so like I said, this one works really well. We're gonna just put that back on there. Okay, on a serious note though, like I don't even know what to do with this. Like, oh Jesus. Okay, so we did some rewiring there. Alan fixed the handle, and yeah, see if it works now.
I'm not sure I want to do this.
Probably will be okay.
Well, no fire there.
So that's not as good as we'd hoped. Oh, that's just a flash over there in that box. The box I worked on is working. All right, so I never ended up figuring out what was going on that day. I think everything was just too wet inside of the control box, so that even after I tried cleaning everything out, I was still ending up with moisture that had run down the primary line there from the remote. And just generally things were not happy. But as you'll see, there's a lot going on with that man lift inside. So I just took a ladder, threw it up on top, used it to finish what I was doing. You can see how that goes here in a minute. There are 3 rules. First, you need to get the job done, when, where applicable. Secondly, you need to try and look cool while you do it. This just makes for way better scenarios generally. Third, safety. So, number 1 and 2 go as planned, number 3 doesn't have to apply. When number 1 and number 2 fails, that's where safety third comes in. So, our man lift broke. We have an option here. It doesn't look cool necessarily, but it is kind of sketchy, so that'll count. I think I can get the job done. So that's 1 and 2. As long as I don't fall, it's completely safe. Didn't see that. Okay. There we go, see? Perfect. Didn't even need the safety because number 1 and number 2 worked.
It was at this moment that he knew. He f***ed up.
After a few days of letting the man lift sit and dry, it seemed to start working again. So I decided I'd run it up and, well, you know. I know it's loud, but, oh, we have lights again. I'm stuck up on the man lift, and we just lost power, tripped the breaker, running the man lift and all of the lights. Fortunately, Ben is here from Maryland, and he could help me out because, well, I was stuck up here. Woohoo! Today we were working using the man lift to put up some more conduit, do some wiring, make this building all electrified. And our man lift became a bit spicy. Reached up there and it kept shocking me. I didn't know what was going on. We can go against our building here, go against our man lift frame, and yeah, that's 60 volts of AC power. It's no bueno. So we got to work on that a little bit, solve that problem. We'll keep you updated. Okay, so since our man lift has got power everywhere, we need to figure out how to contain it to that box full of all the deathly spaghetti, but we'll make it happen. I'm gonna stab around in here with multimeter. I have Ben on standby to kick me if I start twitching. Let's hope I don't. All right, guys, so after some investigating, we found that the big main cable that runs through here and has the scissor action as it goes up has a short internally. The wires inside of it are kind of crummy and old, and the sheathing is coming off of them. And that's where our problem is, somewhere inside of that loom. So we're gonna have to replace it. And it may not be the correct manner necessarily, but I got a new extension cord, and I figure if we just, it'll work. So I had to set the camera down and dive into this, but like I showed you, we took an extension cord and made it work. Okay, so far so good. Not so good. Brief intermission. So let's my cameraman confidently backs away, I can see. Let's hope there's not as much fire this time. Well, shit. Intermission 2. Okay, so it's not exactly working as planned. We got our thermal imaging gun, the Firefinder 4000. We're gonna do this the scientific way. Oh, it's that one. Yesterday, you saw that we found a new way to turn off the lights, and that's what we officially figured out. So, we've come up with a new solution. We now have 2 ladders, so that we can just do it the old-fashioned way. All right, so that poor man lift, that thing has fought us, well, pretty much through the entire process of construction. In fact, I never ended up fixing it that day, couldn't solve what was going on, didn't know why. I kept having things short out. I knew I'd put all the wiring back in where it belonged, made all the same connections, even after replacing that cord that had tested bad. Long story is it ended up having a winding bad in the actual motor that intermittently makes contact with part of the case, but depending on where it's at, then you end up with different side effects. It took us a long time to figure that out. We never actually ended up fixing it because it just clearanced itself and started working one day. So we'll go with that for the moment. I'm sure you're going to get updates on this thing though.